Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the Hot Stocks Outlook for June 15th, 2018. Hope you're all having an excellent week in the financial markets, and as always, a lot to cover in this week's Hot Stocks Outlook. We're going to start here with Boston Scientific. We've got Tesla Motors, First Solar, Netflix, and also Genworth Financial, which a lot of good things going on in that financial space. But let's, of course, start out here with Boston Scientific. And what we have here are daily bars representing the price action. This going all the way back to the beginning of April. And against those daily bars, there's a few indicators against the price date. And also you see a predicted bar, which we'll get to shortly here. But in Boston Scientific here, against these daily bars, we have a black line and a blue line. Now, that black line that you see on the chart, that is a actual simple moving average. So it's a very common technical indicator. Most traders are very familiar with that. And how it works here is it acts as a baseline to let us know where prices have been over a given period of time. But what we're able to compare that value to is this blue line, which is actually predicted via the artificial intelligence found within VantagePoint. So for that blue line to be plotted each and every day moving forward, it's doing what's called intermarket analysis and using very sophisticated artificial neural networks to forecast prices moving forward. So whenever that blue line or that predicted average moves above the actual moving average, it's forecasting the market to start moving into an uptrend. So we can see here that predicted moving average moves above the actual moving average by about 10 cents and holds for the duration of what ends up being a couple months here. But at the very bottom of the chart here, there's a couple more indicators here that can really help us manage these trades over time. This indicator at the bottom, it's either a green configuration or a red, is a highly accurate 48-hour indicator. So it's very short term, only looking ahead 2 candles at a time and letting you know about short-term strength or weakness in the market. And when we go ahead and pair that with this predicted trading bar, which is actually before every trading day, you're provided with a predicted high and a predicted low so that you can make those better trading decisions, determine where you want to put a limit order, where you want to look to take some short-term profits on the market and manage these positions over time. But as long as that blue line, that predicted moving average, remains above the black line, the actual moving average, the trend is still up. Now, what I want to highlight here, though, is just how accurate these predicted trading ranges are. So that predicted high and low, if I bring those up on the screen, you can see how many great entries you get inside this market. So there's about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, just tons of entries you see coming in at the really bottom of a 2 or 3 day range there, so that you can get really great entries into that trending market. But the really great thing here is, as long again as that blue line remains above the black line, the trend is still up, and you therefore want to hold on to your existing position. We see got a big move recently, but overall this market up almost 15% just in the past 48 trading days here. So really nice move, and from using those predicted high and low ranges, just a ton of opportunities over the past couple of months to get long the market, but really scoop up more shares at these predicted levels and make money each and every day. Here we have Tesla Motors here. So exact same logic, exact same approach of when that blue line crosses above the black line, the trend is now forecasted to move higher, and you therefore want to use your predicted ranges, those predicted highs and lows, to go ahead and start getting long the market. So you see here in Tesla, that crossover coming through really towards the end of last month. But you see some really nice entries here on this trading day, immediately the next day moving higher. Again, the market moves lower, picks up your order, and then gaps higher and continues that uptrend. And of course, you want to remain long the market. Again, as long as that predicted moving average is forecasting those predicted days to be higher than the actual or lagging moving average, the trend is still up. But here in Tesla, it's over a 20% move just in the past 10 trading days, $60 per share. So, whether you trade the stock or whether you go ahead and buy calls at that point when the market goes into an uptrend, it's really all the same. You got to get that direction right, but also get a really great entry over the course of a market that's moving higher. Here in First Solar, so not all markets are always moving up. Sometimes you want to be getting out of your long positions, or conversely, actually going short the market. Here we see First Solar, we get that predicted moving average crossing below the actual moving average and signaling to traders that, okay, well, certainly don't be long here. Look for areas to short the market. But what's great about this predicted range is you see how every day it really adapts well to those changing market conditions. So you get a little bit of a move higher here, but the ranges adapt after every single trading day and let you know how to adjust that position over time so that you can get the best of the move. So we see here in First Solar, a really nice move to the downside if you want to go ahead and buy puts or even just go short the shares, but certainly don't want to be long in every market out there. Some markets are trending lower and you certainly want to be shorting the market as this market moves down around 26%, a little over 26% in just 16 trading days. So last thing you want to be doing is trying to get long the wrong market that's really probabilistically likely to move lower, and we see in this case moving down about 26%. Netflix shares here very recently, really towards the end of last month, getting a crossover to the upside, signaling now's when you want to go ahead and look to be a buyer in the market. So of course we again can look towards those predicted high and low ranges and get an idea of, okay, well, where do we want to accept entries? Well, certainly down here at this predicted low, really great trading day there. You come up, you open pretty much right at that level and immediately go higher. Here you see we dip lower, close above that level, and every single day here you see the market essentially moving to those predicted lows and immediately moving higher over the next couple days of trading. So here in Netflix, it's been a really short period of time here, but certainly a really nice move to the upside as we have really the broader markets doing very, very well. So if you're getting in at really the bottom of that candle where that predicted low came in, over 15% move in just 15 trading days, $51 per share to the upside in shares of Netflix. And lastly here, Genworth Financial. So a lot of stocks doing well throughout the financial space. Had really a lot of them done poorly, as that volatility came in. But a lot of those trends are now starting to turn around, and it's opened up some really great trading opportunities. So here in Genworth, a very cheap stock here. But again, as long as you get into the market at the right time, but then also understand that you have the tools to manage that trade over time. So it has you buying at these really nice predicted levels. And when you do this and you're able to get in at a really strategic intraday level, you don't have to run super long stop losses. So you can minimize the risk and exposure you're taking to any individual position, but also open yourself up to getting involved in a really nice trend, because you see as those crossovers come through and signal, okay, now's the time where you want to start taking long positions. This market up 68% over just the past 35 trading days. So really just the last month and a half here, a 68% move higher in shares of Genworth. And we've seen it really all across a lot of these different financial stocks that have really recovered quite well. Certainly want to be long something like Genworth over the past couple months here. So with all that said, again, guys, this has been our Hot Stocks Outlook for June 15th, 2018. Best of luck to all the traders out there in the markets. We're having a really nice rally in stocks, and thanks for watching. Best of luck, and bye for now.